Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Host Sano here, and I'm so super excited to be with you today. Today is Wednesday, April 8, 2026. The weather is getting warmer, and I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today, I am introducing a trending article from the archive, and it is a really fascinating topic about artificial intelligence and privacy. I know AI can sound super complicated, but I promise we'll make it fun and easy to understand together. The title is Forgetting to Witness Efficient Federated Unlearning in its Visible Evaluation. The title is changed. Org site or AVE. Argmenti 604.4800 von. It's long, but do not worry. I will break it down for you. And we will explore exactly what it means for our daily lives. So let us dive right into the problem that this paper is trying to solve. You have probably heard of machine learning, where computers learn from huge amounts of data to make predictions. Now there is a special kind called Federated Learning and Federated Learning. Instead of sending all your private data to a central server, your phone or computer trains a small model locally. Then, only the model updates are sent to the server, which combines them to make a smarter global model. It sounds great for privacy, right? But here's the catch. Even without sharing your raw data, the global model might accidentally memorize some specific things about you. What if you decide you want your data completely removed? With laws like the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation or the California Consumer Privacy Act, people have the right to be forgotten. They can ask companies to delete their personal data. But how do you make an AI model forget what it has already learned? That's right. It is actually super difficult. The traditional way to make an AI forget is to just throw the model away and retrain it from scratch without your data. But imagine doing that for a model trained on millions of users. It would take forever, and it would cost a massive amount of electricity and money. Some researchers tried to fix this by using historical data, like saving past gradients to mathematically subtract your data. But storing all that historical data takes up too much memory, and it is a huge burden for the clients. Plus, how do you even prove that the model has actually forgotten your data? Previous methods just looked at the file numbers, or used backdoor tricks that were not very reliable. They could not actually show us, like visually, that the data was gone. That is where this amazing paper comes in. The researchers created the first complete pipeline for federated learning. First, they proposed an efficient federated unlearning approach, and yet does not need to store any historical data at all. They use something called a knowledge distillation model. Basically, they use an incompetent teacher model. It sounds funny, right? An incompetent teacher. But this teacher is designed to not know anything about the deleted data. The student model, which is the main AI, learns from this teacher to act completely clueless whenever it sees your deleted data. It essentially forces the student to forget. And to make sure the model does not completely break down, they use attention map alignment. This means they do not just look at the final answer, but they make sure the internal thought process of the AI matches the clueless teacher. They also added cool tricks like bounded loss and learning rate decay to prevent the AI from suffering from catastrophic forgetting, which is when it forgets the good stuff it is supposed to remember. But the coolest part of this paper is how they prove it works. They introduced a framework named SCIA. SCIA uses a generative adversarial network, or GAN for short. A GAN is a generator that creates fake images, and a discriminator that tries to spot the fakes. The researchers integrated the unlearned AI model into the GAN. The GAN then tries to draw pictures based on what the AI model still knows, that the AI has truly forgotten your data. Let us say pictures of the number 3. The GAN will completely fail to draw number 3. It is a visible evaluation. You can literally look at the generated pictures and see that the model has no idea what a 3 looks like anymore. That's right. It is like looking directly into the brain to make sure your data is really gone. Now let us compare this to other technologies, compared to exact unlearning, where you retrain everything from scratch. This new method is incredibly fast and saves so much computing power. You do not have to start over, compared to approximate unlearning, which uses saved historical gradients. This method is much lighter because it does not require you to store gigs of old data on your phone, and compared to previous evaluation methods, like mathematical privacy metrics or backdoor attacks, Sky is revolutionary. Instead of just giving you a complicated math score, it gives you visual proof. You can see with your own eyes if the privacy deletion worked. So how does this apply to our everyday life? Let me give you 3 specific application examples. First, let us talk about smart healthcare systems. Hospitals are using Federated Learning to build better AI for diagnosing diseases without sharing patient records between hospitals. Well, what if a patient withdraws their consent and wants their medical history removed from the AI? Using the technology from this paper, the hospital's AI can quickly unlearn that specific patient's symptoms without having to retrain the entire medical model. And with the Sky AI framework, the hospital can generate a report proving to the patient that the AI can no longer generate or recognize patterns specific to the rare condition. You gives patients total control and peace of mind over their medical data. Second, think about financial fraud detection apps. Banks use Federated Learning to detect scammers, learning from everyone's transaction patterns. But sometimes an innocent person gets flagged by mistake, or a customer simply closes their bank account and requests data deletion. If the bank uses this Federated Unlearning method, they can erase the customer's spending habits from the fraud detection model instantly. This means the customer will not be unfairly profiled in the future. And the bank complies with privacy laws perfectly. The bank does not have to pause their fraud detection system to retrain it, keeping everyone else's money safe without interruption. Third, let us look at smart home voice assistants. We all have those smart speakers that learn our voices to understand us better, to protect privacy. Companies are using Federated Learning so your voice recordings stay on your device. But the global model still learns your specific accent or speech patterns. If you sell your smart speaker, or just want a fresh start for privacy reasons, you can request a deletion. This unlearning approach would allow the company's central AI to forget your specific voice patterns. Using a GAN like Sky, the company could even run an internal test, trying to generate a voice that sounds like you based on the model. If the unlearning was successful, the generated voice would sound like random noise, proving that your unique voice identity is completely safe and erased. It is honestly so amazing how technology is advancing to protect us. We are moving into an era where AI is not just smart, but also respectful of our boundaries. The fact that we can teach the AI to forget, and then physically see that it has forgotten, is just mind-blowing to me. It makes me feel so much safer using smart devices, knowing that if I ever want my data gone, it can actually disappear without a trace. The researchers tested this on big data sets like NIST and the FAR, and the results were incredible. The accuracy for everyone else stayed super high, while the deleted data was entirely wiped out. I hope you found this topic as exciting as I did. It is a bit technical, but at the end of the day, it is all about keeping our personal information safe. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This was your host, Sanno, bringing you the latest and coolest from the tech world. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.